Hello everyone, welcome to yourfaculty.com. Today we are going to deal with problems on ratio and proportion. And this is our website www.yourfaculty.com. You can practice tests there, and you can also visit our Facebook page Your Faculty. Moving on to next question. Two numbers are respectively 20% and 50% more than the third number. The ratio of the two numbers is okay. So here they are saying there are two numbers. Let's say, okay, there are two numbers and they are more than the third number. They have made a problem very simple. What they say, there is a quantity based on which these two numbers are. So let's assume that the third number is equal to x. So what is the first number then? The first number is, we know that if it is 20% more, we need to multiply that quantity by 1.2. So it is basically 1.2 of the third number. And the second number, it is shown that it is 50% more. So which means we have to multiply 1.5 with that quantity. So 1.5 into x. So we know that the first and second number are this. Now the confusion that students will have is when there is an option given saying that cannot be determined. There's a very high chance that you might quickly tick this and move away. No. Here, the factor that we need to take into consideration is they have given they are saying that it is in relation with a third number, it is more than these. And when you do a ratio of these two numbers, what do we get? We get 1 to 1.2x by 1.5x. That is what they have asked for. And the x will get cancelled, right? So what happens? We are left with 12 by 15. And what is 12 by 15? It is basically 4:5. The answer is this. Hope you understood this question. Please don't fall into the trap of cannot be determined in such questions. Moving on to the next one. Seats for mathematics, physics and biology in a school are in the ratio of 5:7:8. There's a proposal to increase these seats by 40%, 50% and 75% respectively. What is the ratio of the increased seats? Again, a very straightforward question, just that the question size looks big, but actually it's a very simple question. How many seats are there? I think by now you would know that. 5x, 7x and 8x. These are the current number of seats that you have. And what are they saying? They are going to increase 5x by 40%. 1.4 into 5x. And they are going to increase 7x by 50%. 1.5 into 7x. They are going to increase 8x by 75%. Same concept, 40% increase means what? 1.4. You have to multiply it by 1.4. 50% increase, you have to multiply it by 1.5x. And 75% increase, you have to multiply it by 1.75x. Right? 75. So that's what you have done here. 1.75 into 8x, 1.5 into 7x, and 1.4 into 5x. The answer is right in front of your eyes. 14 5s are 70 because it's a decimal. We write as 7x. 15 7s are, how much is that? 105x. 10 point. Okay. And 175 into 8, 8 5s are 40, 4, 8 7s are 56, 66, 8 6 are 8, 8 1s are 8, 14. So we are left with these options, and we now know that they are basically what? X x, 1.5x and 2x, right? We are left with these options. So let's look at the answer now. So basically what does it mean? It means 1 is to 1.5 is to 2. Do we have any options which means the same here? No. How do we bring it to that? To make this 1.5 into some value which is understandable, we can do two things. 1 is to 15 by 10 is to 2. This is one way of looking at it. In that case, what happens? It is 10 is to 15 is to 20, which is basically 2 is to 3 is to 4. That is one way of looking at it. Or multiply by 2 straight. We know that 1.5 into 2 is 3. So we know that this gets rounded off. So we just multiply across by 2. You get 2 is to 3 is to 4. And that's the answer for you. Hope you understood this. I'm moving on to the next question. The ratio of the number of boys and girls in a college is 7 is to 8. If the percentage increase the number of boys and girls be 20% and 10% respectively, what will be the new ratio? Okay. So originally, if you had to put the number of boys and girls, number of girls, right? So the number of boys is 7x, number of girls is 8x. I hope you don't have any doubt in this. And what are they saying? The number of boys is increased by 20%. If it is increased by 20%, we have to multiply it by 1.2 into 7x. And it is being increased by 10%, 1.10 into 8x. So what do we get? 12 sevens are 84. 8.4x and this is 8.8x. So what is this? You can as well write it as 84 is to 88, which if let's look at the answers now. If you look at the answer, we know that this is close to this, right? Because 4, if you divide the whole thing by 4, you get 21 is to 22. So that's the answer. Hope you understood this. Is fairly simple. I'm not even taking more than 2 minutes to answer such questions. So I hope you are also trying to understand the shortcuts that I'm applying here. Let's look at the next question. The sum of money is to be distributed among A, B and C in the proportion of 5 is to 2 is to 4 is to 3. So it's being divided among 4 people A, B, C and D. Ratio 5 is to 2 is to 4 is to 3. If C gets 1000 more than D, what is B's share? See, the key here is we know that for A, B, C and D, what is the money that they have? Let's first write that. A has 5x, B has 2x, C has 4x and D has 3x. Very simple. And we know that C gets 1000 rupees more than D. So what is that they are trying to say? They are saying the difference between C and D is 1000. Am I right? So what is that you have to write then? 4x minus 3x is equal to 1000. How do I arrive at it? It says C gets 1000 more than D. So C, if D is having 1000 rupees, C is having 2000 rupees. So the same thing I have represented it. I just use the same expression out here. And it says 4x minus 3x is equal to 1000. So what is x? X is equal to 1000. And now the question is, what is B's share? What is B's share? 2x. We know x is 1000. So B's share is 2000. Isn't it very simple? Okay. If 40% of a number is equal to 2/3 of another number, what is the ratio of the first number to the second number? This is again a very, very simple question. You typically get this if you are lucky in bank exams and certain placement exams. GRE might have, you are lucky, you get this question. So this kind of questions. So what is the question? 40% of A is equal to 2/3 of another number. I am saying of a number A is equal to another number B. What is the ratio of the first number to the second number? Isn't it very simple? 40% of A. What is 40% of A? when it is 40% of A, it means it's 0.4 of A is equal to 2 by 3 of B. See, you have the answer right in front of your eyes. To simplify the whole thing, what can we do? We can first of all cancel this and you get 0.2, and if you want to write as A by B, and you will get it as 1 by 0.6, right? And 1 by, I bring 0.2 over here, 0.2 into 3 is 0.6. So A by B is equal to 1 by 0.6. Now let's look at the answer. Is there any equation that, any ratio that is similar to this? We don't see anything. So what do? I multiply 10 in the numerator and 10 in the denominator because it is 0.6. And what do we get? We get 10 by 6. And 10 by 6 is what? 5 by 3. So 5:3 is the answer. I hope you understood this. I've just solved the problem, the entire problem in 3 steps. So I assume you should also practice it in such a way that you can solve it in the same format. I just taken the percentage and equated it with the statement that is being given there. So when you look at it, I just quickly converted, rather than wasting my time, that percentage into a decimal. I mean the values that we know, I mean 0.4 or 0.6 or 1.2 or whatever it is for every question, and then equated it, and then bingo, your answer is right in front of your eyes. Two numbers on the ratio of 3:5. If 9 is subtracted from each, the new numbers are the ratio of 12:23. The smaller number is, again, straight away, the first step has to be two numbers in the ratio of 3:5. The one number is 3x, the other number is 5x. If 9 is subtracted from each, the new ratio is 12:23. Now let's start representing them in the fraction form. So how do we do it? 3x by 5x, right? That's why they are 3:3 and 3:5, and 9 is being subtracted from numerator and denominator. And what is that you get? You get 12 by 23. Isn't it simple? Now all that you have to do is 23, 3x minus 9 is equal to 12, 5x minus 9. And what do we get? Out on solving this, you will get 11 is x is equal to 11. Please check on that. And hence the smallest number is what? Smallest number is 3x. 5x is the bigger number. Smallest number is 3x, and 3 into 11, x is equal to 11, 33. See, this 3 is, what is this? Right? 3x, 3 into 11. X is 11 here. 3 into 11 is 33, and hence the answer is 33. Please think through on what I have done so far here. If you have any doubts, please send us an email at info@yourfaculty.com. Thanks for watching this video. You can subscribe to our videos in our YouTube channel at Your Faculty channel, and you can also like us in our Facebook page, LinkedIn page, and follow us on Twitter. You can email us at info@yourfaculty.com. We look forward to hear from you. Thanks for watching the video. See you again.